Thank you for allowing me to speak. Salute to you, BX, as always. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. I actually like the title of this. Trump's want to permanently pause immigration for poor countries. And I'll agree with you. And I'll use an example, right? Are you guys familiar with the artist from the Fugees, Forrest Michelle? Yeah, so recently he has been sentenced to 14 years in prison due to the crime that he was convicted of. He was found guilty of conspiring, acting as an unregistered foreign agent, and other crimes related to political conspiracy involving a Malaysian financier. The reason why he's discriminating overtly against poor immigrants that are trying to migrate to the United States is because they become a legal criminal liability against the public, right? These individuals will sometimes side with our enemies, our open enemies like China, Russia, from a global standpoint, which will compromise our security as a nation, right? They become a nation liability. And this is the reason why I'm bringing up the Fuji situation. This man came from a poor, destitute background of Haiti, of Haitian descent. This man was conspiring with the Chinese government, which is the CCP, which is an open enemy to the United States government. And these things are becoming more frequent with these poor immigrants who come over here and think that engage in espionage, that engage in crimes that are that can destabilize our community, that could alter and change our way of life. No different from what happened in 9/11. No different from things that are of that nature and that magnitude. So I'm totally for what Trump is doing for this. And I didn't even vote for the guy. I didn't even vote for the guy, but he'll get a salute for this, because these poor immigrants are a liability, and also they put strain on the infrastructure of America, from the English as a second language program, where it's been overly heavily funded over our children learning how to read and reading comprehension, from the scholarships, grants, housing. They're putting a strain on the system itself. That's why we should not take the poor. In the same way, they have that same energy with us. We can't go to these African nations with just 10K in our pockets. They want to know what's in our bank account, if we have enough money to sustain to be over there, and what are we going to give back to their nation so that they can move on once we get there. So it's the same energy. That's how I see it. It's fair trade. That's how I gotta look at this situation. And I agree that specifically poor immigrants from poor background engage in some of the most craziest, they're more vulnerable towards certain type of criminality, from beep beep, if you get what I mean, trafficking, from coyotes. These are things that are very, very dangerous, to not just to the people that illegally come over here, but to the public at large. Because if you look at these ICE arrests, each one of them has some very dangerous backgrounds, and we wonder why there's over 300,000 men, women, and children that have been abducted that are black in the United States of America. So thank you for allowing me to speak on this sensitive topic. I really like that he's discriminating against them. I don't think he's discriminating hard enough. I think he need to add more on the list. That's where I'm kind of at. Salute to y'all, and you guys have a great afternoon.